What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all had a wicked Christmas. We're gonna do a preview just for the Chelsea games, like a Christmas thing, just to keep it going. Really, for when I'm there, I know we've kind of been over a lot of it, and yeah, I hope you're all having a wicked Christmas. We're gonna get into it straight after this intro. Cool. So welcome back, guys. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a wicked Christmas. Hope you had a great day with your family and your friends and stuff. What other way than to top off a shit year with a fucking bottle of Corona, right? It's been a fucking dog shit year for everyone, isn't it? But the year is almost up, and yeah, let's hope for something better, not just for ourselves in 2021, but also for Arsenal. Because let's be real, there's been nothing to fucking celebrate about for Arsenal for a while. I know we won the FA Cup and the Charity Shield, but let's be real, no one really gives a fuck about the FA Cup anymore. If you are new to the channel, guys, please do this. Big up to the 3 new subscribers I had overnight. Thanks for that. Really appreciate it. Keep subscribing, guys. Helps me build my channel. And big up yourself, UK Z, Recons, Rossa Go. Thanks, mate. Appreciate your comment. Again, like I say, guys, share the content around. Really appreciate if you do that. So what is there new to really talk about Arsenal today that we haven't covered yesterday with Ryan and Albert? Big up Ryan and Albert, by the way. If you haven't subscribed to our channels, please do so. We do lots of streams together, and we're going to continue to do so. They've got some great channels, some great content, so go subscribe to them, guys, if you haven't subscribed already. So news is that, if you haven't known already, that Chelsea have got Ziyech out for the game tomorrow, which is on, I believe, at 5:30 on Sky Sports. Ziyech is definitely out, and they are waiting on the fitness of Reece James, the right wing back, and also the left wing back, Ben Chilwell. But Ziyech will definitely miss out, apparently. Arsenal have come out and said that Aubameyang, they're still assessing him with his calf injury. Again, guys, I'm not sure if that's a real injury. I think he's told the manager to go fuck himself, to be quite honest with you. I think he's just said, you're dog shit, and your tactics are dog shit. Tactics are dog shit. But we'll wait and see. Because if a hamstring's 3 weeks, I mean, a calf injury can only be a week at best, right? But they're going to assess his fitness. They have come out now and said that Thomas Partey has injured his thigh, and I find that really strange. You know, that there's no sort of deadline to when he's coming back to Arsenal. I mean, Christ, man, these players, they get injured for fuck all these days. You injured your thigh. What the fuck is that? It's also a guy who previously had like an impeccable injury record at Atletico Madrid. He comes to Arsenal and bang, he's injured. Just makes no sense, man. But anyway, he's going to miss out. They haven't set a date of when he's back. Apparently, we're looking at January, but fucking God knows, right? He'll probably be out for the season. Let's be real. Martinelli, apparently, they're assessing as well against before the game. It's not the same injury that he had before. However, I would be very surprised if he played. I would love to see the guy back. I mean, you saw him play again, and who we fucking played the other day. Man City, and we lost, and he was like a fucking cut above the rest. He was super sharp, considering he's been out for a year as well. He was much sharper than all the other guys, and was just a player that we should be starting week in, week out. So let's hope after this that he can stay fit, because I think he's a baller, and he's everything that nobody else at our club is at the moment. Again, with this man, the manager, let's hope that if he does stay fit, he picks players like Martinelli, because last time we had Martinelli, he picked him. He put him in for the Chelsea game, and obviously we scored that fantastic goal last January, which is now a year ago. and he then did fuck all. He benched him, and yeah, and we never saw him again. He got injured, and that was it. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But we will see. Score predictions for the Chelsea game. Firstly, I want to say that I can't believe we still got Arteta as manager. I mean, I don't know another European club that would not have sacked their manager by now after that run of results. It's not just bad, it's embarrassing for our supporters. It's fucking humiliating. It's like, it seems to me that he could do whatever the fuck he wants and he's still not going to get sacked. Like, and people are still saying, like, give him till the summer. Well, we're fucking relegated by then. I don't get it. Like, you know, people go, oh, he needs another few transfer windows. Nobody has got a 3 or 4 transfer windows without getting a sack. It just doesn't work that way. It's crazy. He's, you know, somebody said on my Twitter feed, oh, he's only had one window. He's not. He's had 2. He had January last year and the summer. January last year, he decided to get Cedric Suarez in on loan, injured, and then buy him. Or sign him up on a free transfer and got Pablo Mari in, another guy who's not fucking played. So people saying, oh, he's only had one window. Bullshit. I believe Ryan just sent me a message. He says he's just getting his laptop. I hope he's going to join in and that in a bit. There is big up Ryan. If you haven't subscribed to him yet, do so. Never heard of a thigh injury. Exactly. It's so ambiguous, isn't it? It's like a hamstring. You get that right. The guy's going to be out for 3 weeks, 4 weeks if it's really bad. Okay, you know it's a fucking annoying injury. You know how long it's going to be. If he's broken his leg or cruciate ligaments or whatever, you know he's out for a season. Right, fine, whatever, months. But just a thigh injury and a calf injury, like, what the fuck is that? It's just, don't get it. Generally don't get it. Dizzy Gamer, big up yourself, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're all having a good Christmas, guys. And yeah, trust the process, my ass. Exactly what I think. It's just bullshit to get us to go, just accept what they're giving us. And maybe we should turn up at the stadium and accept and get them to accept what we give them. Go, oh, well, you know what? You're playing really shit and you're not signing any players, so we'll give you £3.50 for the match ticket. Why not? And just accept that. Makes no sense. Why we should put up with this absolute bullshit that the owners keep giving us. You know, we've got the highest paid tickets in Europe and stuff like that, and we apparently we've always got no money. Bullshit. I mean, Spurs have just bought £1 billion stadium. What was ours? 400 million. So it's 2.5 times what we've spent, and yet they're buying players. Where's their fucking process? Where's their fucking, oh, we can't because we we're building a new stadium. It's bullshit. It's just bullshit to keep us quiet and just accept absolute bollocks. Arsenal Hierarchy have branded him as the long-term trust the process. They will look like fools if they sack him. It's just funny. Well, this is it. That's a good point you make, mate. It sounds to me that they've bigged him up so much that now actually to sack him would be like, fuck, we've made a massive mistake. Sorry, man, I've been on the beer already. It seems that way, doesn't it? That they've gone, oh, it's the new Arteta, the new Guardiola. Yeah, he's going to be wicked. He's going to fucking get us, he's going to be getting us playing tiki-taka. He's going to bring trophies, all this sort of stuff. I can't see it, mate. I really can't. It's not just bad. It's really fucking bad. Just going to let the Ryan in the chat here. Ryan, what's happening, man? You all right?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy Christmas, brother. How you doing?
Yeah, Merry Christmas, mate. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Still in the same mood as yesterday.
Yeah.
So not much has changed. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Just had my son again. Giving him back tomorrow. But yeah, sorry for the late notice and the late stream, guys. It's just the fact that it's just taking me longer and longer to get the little guy to sleep. He's been up all day running around. But yeah,
Ryan, hope you had a good day as well.
Yeah, not bad. Ryan, tell the guys where they can find you, man.
Sorry about this. Oh God, you see, guys, healthy. Yeah.
It's awful, mate.
Anyway,
it's awful.
Yeah, it's what makes you does, isn't it? My Twitter's there at RJ Wills if you want to holler at me. And my YouTube channel is there, Ryan Williams AFC, of course. And I'll be putting my Chelsea Arsenal game preview out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. So yeah. That's going to be fun as well.
Wicked, man. Hope you're having a good Christmas. That's it, guys. If you haven't subscribed to Ryan already, make sure you subscribe to his channel, him and Albert JTV as well. We do quite a few streams together and that. So if you like my content, you're going to like theirs as well. So yeah, what's your thoughts on Chelsea game, mate? What's your score predictions?
Well, it hasn't exactly. If anything, the only thing that's changed is probably an extra goal for Chelsea. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have no confidence in this team whatsoever. I do expect a battering against us because of the last couple of performances, and it's probably going to be 3 or 4-0 to them. I can't see where the goals are coming from, especially if Over's still out with a calf injury. Then I definitely don't see us doing much. Do you know what I mean? It's Chelsea. They're going to be up for it. They're going to want revenge for the FA Cup final. I mean, they're in pretty decent form at the minute. When you look at their backline compared to ours last season, I mean, they conceded more goals than us, but they still managed to get into the top 4. You look at it now, with the transfer window they had enough to build a whole new squad. And then there's us, 2 out of 3 in the whole January transfer window where it's not good enough. And I felt a lot of us kind of got carried away because it was Thomas Partey, but we still needed creativity. And I think when you look at the players, I felt in their mind, they kind of thought Ozil was going to come back into the squad and stuff. Well, we kind of, get a replacement in. And as that didn't happen, they're kind of like, so what the fuck is this? Just like us fans. But at the same time, they're not really doing anything. So it's a lot right now. I think they're as disappointed as us. I've actually sat down and thought about it. I think they're as much disappointed as us. But the shit players are the shit players. That's just what it is. The good players, they've just looked like they've had enough of all the lies and the bullshit. And I feel, like I said to you the other day, I feel like this is what Van Persie was talking about all those years ago, about Arsenal and what prepared to challenge, even at a time when we were spending little as we was compared to now.
Yeah.
But the ambition hasn't changed. Years ago, Van Persie left. 8 years ago now? 9? Mm-hmm. I can't remember. How many years ago has Van Persie been gone now?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, I think.
Do you know what I mean? And nothing's really changed. And we're going to be having to compete with Brighton and West Brom, and they might even get a point or 3 points against us because this club, the team, they haven't got anything right now. It's all of us fans feel like we can go out there and get the 3 points, but these guys on the pitch can't. That is the morale of the fan base and the football club, all in one. So
yeah, man. You make some good points there. I mean, like Chelsea, I agree with you. They're kind of almost like a bit like a yo-yo club at the moment in terms of they have like a few good results, and you think, oh fuck yeah, do you know what? They're looking really good. They could probably win a title or come close, and then they lose a few on the trot. But what I like about Chelsea is the fact that they've identified that they need players and they go out and get them. I mean, in the summer, we talked about on the stream last night that they went out and got Werner, Ziyech, Kai Havertz, Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Sarr, and they were still talking about getting Declan Rice, and they are in January. And now they've said that they're looking at Haaland of the Dortmund striker that everyone's after. And I said this in the previous. Why are we like Man United have been linked with him for 6 months, right? Why are we just sat there going, oh, do you know what? They're interested in, we'll just let him have him. Why aren't we competing for his signature? Do you know what I mean? Like it's
they're running off the past Wenger regime in terms of go out there, buy cheap, expect it to work, maybe sell for a profit. And this is what annoys me about Arsenal, is because we need to change that way. I mean, it worked for a certain amount of time, but let's be honest, we had a lot of things to kind of hide certain deficiencies because some of those players flopped. Look at Franny Jeffers. He was a fox in a box when he was at, what was it, Leicester? Come
Everton.
to Arsenal, he's awful. Everton. It was Everton. Yeah. Why did I think Leicester? I could have blew in it, forgive me. But look, did it work out at Arsenal with Franny Jeffers? It didn't.
No, he went down to like a couple of divisions, I think, in the end. I know, I think he actually went down to like non-league in the end. Francis Jeffers. Yeah.
Look at that. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like, do you know what? To be honest, I think that's why Arsenal don't really buy in the league that much, because I look at things like that, Yossi Benayoun on loan, etc. This is why I feel like they don't really want to buy in the league, but they're cheap. That's why. But I know what you mean. Haaland for me would be awesome, but again, we'd still be struggling with creativity in the midfield, because look at our midfield, look at our widemen. The only person that creates in the team is Tierney, who's a left back. David Luiz, when he's actually got his head screwed on from the defence, who's also a centre back. And Bukayo Saka, who's young, who still needs time to grow and develop even more as a player. It's very damning right now. We can't look at any experienced players in the squad to say, create. Willian's awful. Pepe just looks like, why did we bother waste our time with him?
Yeah.
I go back to saying that again. We should have brought Zaha. I keep saying this, but it is what it is. And I don't know, man. Emil Smith-Rowe's probably kicking and screaming, thinking, "What's going on? Why am I not getting a chance?" I mean, if Emery was still here, I'm not saying I want Emery back. He probably would have gave him a chance. That's a fact.
Yeah.
He gave Saka a chance, and Eddie Nketiah, and Reece Nelson. Do you know what I'm saying? And Arteta's not doing that. He's only relying on what was there before. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, it's a good point to make. I mean, we kind of covered this so many times in terms of things like William Saliba and just the fact that he's looking to loan him out. He said in his last press conference, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you so badly trying to get rid of a player who could potentially make our defense quite solid? I mean, like the link we had yesterday on the stream was, is it Vinicius Junior, however you pronounce it, the Real Madrid Brazilian 20-year-old winger? And it's like, well, you want to bring in a 20-year-old on loan, again, another cheap option, a loan option. And it's like, you're putting your faith in a 20-year-old. Well, why don't you put your faith in the 20-year-olds we've got? You know what I mean? It makes no sense. It really doesn't.
He's still trying to prove himself as well.
Yeah, I mean, so this is the thing, right? We do have some good players and stuff like that. But when they're performing as bad as they are, you've got to look at the manager, because why are they performing so badly? It can't be anything else other than the manager, surely. He's not playing, trying to implement a style of play that clearly doesn't suit the players we've got is ridiculous. Surely you need to, okay, fine, you need 3 or 4 windows, you're saying, but surely you need to navigate like some tactics and a way of playing to get to there. You can't just go straight to there and go, oh no, you all need to fit into my style of play, because it's not working. And when we've lost, surely that tells you that, I feel like if we just carry on, we're just going to keep losing. But
and we probably will. My thing is, you have to look at Arteta. He gets the blame in terms of what's going outside on the pitch. However, you have to look at the recruitment. I mean, we got rid of 55 members of Arsenal staff last season, and of course, Francis Cagagio, what his name was, Francis pronunciation. He spotted a few talents along the way, but you get rid of him, and it's like, all right, Edu, it's up to you, and Mikel, it's up to you. And to be honest, I was actually kind of happy. I was actually happy Raul Sanelli got sacked, because I didn't. The whole Pepe deal for me always was on my mind. Why did he cost 72 mil? Right. On top of that, the whole Pablo Mari, Cedric things, and I feel like, because he was the one that actually brought Kia direction into this whole mess before Edu even. Well, Edu was there anyways, but Raul Sanelli obviously dealt with him. Edu probably brought him to him and said, "Oh, let's talk." All 3 of them have a little talk, and then when you hear the manager's got more of a say in the transfers, it gives you like, okay, that's cool. Do you know what I mean? Because at that time, I was like leaning on Arteta, not falling. That I've fallen now, but I was leaning, thinking, okay, well, let's see how it goes, because it's good that the manager gets a say. You don't want the recruitment just buying the players, because we saw what happened with Emery. He didn't get what he wanted.
Yeah.
and we're stuck with certain players that are not good enough or worked out to be a flop. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you look at it, I'm kind of glad there's a save, but at the same time, how's it worked out? I feel they let us down by not clearing out what needs to go. But I feel with Arteta, he's let himself down by not kind of sticking to what he was doing last season, because at the end of last season, because when he came in, we looked all right. We got a little bounce. Even games, like we said yesterday, even games we didn't deserve to win, or we got away with it. We were getting away with it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I felt like, as well as everyone kind of started to figure us out, because we were kind of some games we were kind of obvious on what we were going to do. And Arteta, yeah, he was very predictable, like and Arsene Wenger was at the time. But the differences between Arsene Wenger and Mikel Arteta was, before Arsene Wenger was going to go in the last 2 years, some of the players were performing, and we was not in the bottom of the gutter like we are now. So I feel like he needs to switch it up. He needs to be more open, and he needs to really start getting rid or benching these players for the time being that he's here, right? That are not good enough and they will not fight. Because again, if we see Granit Xhaka in this squad tomorrow, then it tells me even more about this manager than ever. Because I'm sorry, you cannot tell me he deserves to be in a starting 11. I don't care if I see El Neni and Ceballos, and I can't stand the pair of them. But I'd rather them than a man has told us to fuck ourselves as fans. Yet again, come back. And he pretty much spat in Mikel Arteta's face when he got sent off, because it was exactly the same thing. The difference was there was no fans at the stadium. We couldn't tell to fuck off. And I guarantee if there was, it would have been the same ironic jeers that was happening there, because we all knew Xhaka was not getting subbed off at that time. And then when that was the second game he got subbed off, it was like a fucking miracle. It was like, oh my God. Do you know what I mean? So it's lucky we didn't get it to that, because I guarantee the fans would have done it again. Xhaka would have done it again. And what has Mikel Arteta got to say for himself there? So I think, again, like I said, he needs to switch his tactics. If he doesn't, and we get absolutely battered by Chelsea, which is, I think we're both in an agreement with, right, Ross?
Yeah.
Then, I mean, the writing's on the wall already, but I mean, how much clearer does it need to be for the board to them to pull the trigger on Mikel? Because we're losing points, we're wasting time. January is less than 2 weeks away, so what are we doing here? What are we doing?
This is it. I mean, loaning a 20-year-old winger is not the answer to our problems in January. And it doesn't look like they're going to sack Arteta like anytime soon. It looks like he's got like a free run. It really does to me, unless he's like rock bottom and just keep literally. I mean, by the point it's almost too late. But you made a good point about Granit Xhaka there. I mean, I never want to see that fucking guy in an Arsenal shirt again. Not even as a sport. I'll be honest.
Last year.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And he's now available for selection. And I think we all know what's going to happen. And it made me worries also that the Man City game, that Bellerin wasn't even on the bench for it, which sounds to me like he's going to start both of them against Chelsea. Now, to me, like you just said there, that's worrying for me. That's if the manager hasn't already worked out that those two players need to be binned and will start them, is just I don't even know what else to say anymore. If he does that, it's fucking game over. Come on. It's ridiculous.
It's been game over for ages. Now, this is the point when you're in the arcade and it says game over and you try to put your coin in, but the coin keeps getting rejected. That's where we're at right now. Literally, it's that bad. We're not having it, And what annoys me is the fact that what does it need? What more messages do you need to say that for these guys? They've been here for so many seasons now, yet we haven't done anything other than what? A few FA Cups. But I want more than the FA Cup. I said this when we beat Hull.
Yeah.
I said this when we beat Villa. I said this when we beat Chelsea the first time and the last time. And this is the last time. And right now we've gone backwards. We were more further up the table than we were in the previous 3 FA Cup finals. I mean, and yet Mikel Arteta has done more than Wenger in the last 3 of those trophies. That's a fact. And we had Alexis Sanchez in that squad as well.
Yeah,
Let's remember
baller.
that.
Yeah,
Pretty much
absolutely.
on fire for us. You know? And Urs will look alive. Yeah. Well, those were the days, eh? I guess we have to put that in the catalogue.
Yeah, I mean, like,
honestly,
this is what we said before in previous streams. Like, FA Cup wins, for Wenger. Yeah, of course, it's great to get FA Cup wins. I'm not denying that. Trophies are trophies, but FA Cups are kind of like, big teams aren't really interested in it anymore. Let's be real. It's kind of like a bonus trophy at the end of the season if you get to win it. We need to be challenging for the league, not just top 4, by the way, of the fucking league title. And just something needs to change big time. I mean, the manager needs to change. The going out and doing bare minimum in a transfer window needs to change. I mean, again, Vinicius Junior on loan. Come on, is that what we need? Is that what's going to solve our problems? Of course, fucking not. Go out.
I'd only take him if Pepe got injured. If Pepe got injured, Willian was injured for the rest of the season. That's when you kind of look at that and think, okay, maybe we might have to. But none of them are injured.
But like, if you got him, okay, fine. But no, that's cool. That's fine. Like, if you get him, fine. But you want a couple of other actual proper signings to go with it, not just that's the only thing we can do in January, a loan signing of a 20-year-old. The fuck is that?
It's like Dennis Suarez all over again. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
That was
Kim Kallstrom, do you remember him? Signed him with a broken back in January. What the fuck?
I'm still screwing when we bought Czech, and that was it. I'm still screwing over that.
The only club in Europe to not buy an outfield player in the whole of that summer.
Should have just done around Madrid and said, I'd rather not spend bloody just spend on one goalkeeper.
It's embarrassing, mate. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, that's Arsenal's philosophy, embarrassment. It's not high press, fancy football anymore. That all died under Wenger. Do you know what I'm saying? That shit died under Wenger. If anything, that decreased under Wenger. I wouldn't say it died, it decreased. Now it's fully dead. Fully dead. Because we saw glimpses of that under Emery, a little bit of fancy football, but he just sat back half the time. But now, with Arteta, I don't even know what we're doing. We're not even doing that. We're not even sitting back. We're just standing still and figuring out, okay, what do we do now? We don't play Wenger ball. We don't play Emery ball. What's Mikel Arteta style? That's what the players are telling me when I watch them on the pitch. Honestly, it's atrocious.
I mean, that's what people
I'd rather watch League 2 football. No disrespect.
That's why people didn't want Jose Mourinho. They didn't want to park the bus football. But all we've done under Mikel Arteta is put the whole entire team behind the ball and park the bus. I mean, people go, no, he sorted our defence out. He hasn't. Putting 10 men behind the ball is not sorting out your defence. It's just being completely inadequate. You were
duped. You were duped. I mean, for a short period of time, we were looking okay. We were looking okay defensively, but the real problem was you're still relying on guys like Rob Holding, David Luiz, who's an accident ready to happen. This is what I said when we signed him. I said, do you know what you're doing, Arsenal? You didn't bother go and try and get up Upamecano because he was too out of your price. But yet you spend £72 million in installments for Nicolas Pepe. Regardless if Upamecano turned us down. If he turned us down, then fine. I could take that because at least you tried. But you didn't move. You didn't try for Sionchu the previous season. You ended up going with the cheap option of Socrates. Right? How did that work out for you guys? It worked out stupid because we were fucking up. We were fucking awful. And he can't even get into the fucking squad right now. Because he's rubbish. I can't stand Socrates. Yeah. But at least he shows more fight than bloody David Luiz. I will say that.
Yeah, agreed.
David Luiz for me is so hot and cold. You know what you're going to get with him anyways. Chelsea fans
Yeah.
told us then, and they always told us about Willian as well. And I think a lot of us were more upset about Willian coming than David Luiz, and that's a bit weird. Don't you think?
I thought William was a good player. I actually generally thought he was a decent player. I know he was getting on a bit, but when I seen him for Chelsea, I thought he was decent. But he's been fucking shocking. I mean, this is the thing with, like I said about David Luiz and William. Like, they used to bang in free kicks for Chelsea all over the place. Like, at least, 3-4 each a season? Where's the fucking free kicks? It's, they've contributed nothing. If anything, they've just contributed to our downfall, like giving away penalties and getting sent off and just being generally dog shit. But
because they know it's an easy ride here. I mean, when you come to a club with no ambition, look at it. Why do you think rival fans were calling us retirement home? Because we always do this. Even if you look at the past signings, I remember my mate said to me earlier, he gave me a list of Arsenal's worst transfer signings. At least a few of them on that list were players past it. Scalacci, Mikel Sylvestre, the list goes on. Do you know what I'm saying? And I mean, to be honest with you, what do we expect? This is typical Arsenal, buying players who have the experience but don't necessarily have the quality. You just have experience because you played as a 5th or 4th choice defender. Oh, we'll give you a chance. We don't mind. We'll pay you 200 mil. It's a fucking joke.
I mean, do you remember when we brought back Jens Lehmann and Sol Campbell? I mean, fucking hell, how embarrassing is that? I think
I used to worship Sol Campbell when I was a kid. Listen, I used to worship Sol Campbell when I was a kid, yeah. I used to love that guy. He was the reason why I wanted to play centre-back when I was a kid. I'm not even lying. Sol Campbell was someone I looked up to. But to see him come back, and that's no disrespect to Sol Campbell, I was like, bro, what are we doing? If anything, Sol Campbell should be helping these defenders, as old as he was at the time. He should be helping those defenders step it up. But he wasn't invincible. He was a double-side winner. Do you know what I'm saying? He knows what it takes. Lehmann, same thing with the other keepers. Honestly. But I kind of blame Wenger for that, because at the same time, Wenger should have allowed those players to help them out and coach them. Look what Czech's doing at Chelsea, right? They've even put Czech back into their squad because they can't trust Kepa. That's how bad it is. So he's helping Mendy.
Yeah. Really? They put Czech back in their squad?
Yeah. Czech can play. Czech can play. That's how bad it is. Chelsea can do that. They can afford to do that because Kepa's so bad. That's how bad it is. But yet they can't train Kepa to the point where he has to be second choice. Kepa's like third choice right now. Czech's above him. And people were laughing. That's what I'm saying. And you know what? There were some Arsenal fans laughing about that. But I'm like, you're laughing. Sorry?
We did that with Lehmann now. I'm pretty sure he came out of retirement to re-sign for Arsenal for 6 months. Pretty sure he did.
I'm pretty sure he did as well. But look at that, though. I mean, we're doing that. But Chelsea can afford to do that because they can go out and try to sell Kepa. They were trying to do that last season. They couldn't do it. They said, fuck it. We can't sell him to anyone. So let's just get another keeper. They got Mendy, who's looking pretty good, which is someone we got to deal with tomorrow. We'll probably have a day at the park, walking the dog, realize he's not in goal, and then we still can't score. It's 90 minutes and we're down 3-0 or 4-0. Do you know what I'm saying? They could put Czech in that game. Czech can probably keep a clean sheet.
Fucking wouldn't surprise me, mate. Nothing would surprise me with Arsenal at the moment.
No, and do you know what? A lot of fans have forgotten what Czech basically said in that Europa League final when they interviewed him. Because our players were too bloody embarrassed to go out and talk to the commentator. But they go and talk to Chelsea's new technical director, who's just played his last game for Arsenal, and basically said it, just like Van Persie, just like other players that's left our club, we have no ambition. There's one team that shows ambition, shows heart, determination, and drive, and then there's another that just doesn't turn up. That's pretty much what he said in a nutshell. Go back and listen, guys, if you haven't listened to it. Yeah. It's painful because we just got battered 4-1, but there's context in what he was saying. And I feel a lot of Arsenal fans turned it off because they couldn't understand what the hell happened from the first 45 to the next 45. And it took Iwobi, who a lot of people got at that season, to score an absolute beauty of a goal. Willock came on, should have scored, but he played better than everybody else. I mean, it's a joke. It's a joke. Typical, man.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. We've been saying that for a while now. Arsenal is like the people saying we're like a boat that's just floating rudderless with no direction, no anything. It's just you know, and I think that probably like the players can sort of feel that. You know, it's just a few good players in a team, and nothing's happening. And all the people, you know, complain about Van Persie leaving, Nasri leaving, Adebayor. I can't blame any of them. Cole, any of them, because they saw what was happening. They knew what was happening. And they were like, I'm not hanging around here where you've got no ambition. It's fucking bullshit.
Adebayor got kicked out. The difference is with that, Adebayor got told to leave. That was the only problem with him. He didn't want to leave Arsenal. He got told to leave because it was the money. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to go. They told him, Wenger told him, listen, so either you go or you're stuck in the under 23s and that. And you're going to stay there till you go on a free. So he had no choice. And I remember Adebayor, and it's mad because I got mad at him at the time. But when you look back, it's like, because he said, people are moaning at me for leaving. He can't understand it. But when it comes to Fabregas, it's okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? Again, Fabregas is another person I used to worship as a kid as well. I have number 4 at the back of my shirt. Bad mistake. But, you know, it was a problem. We should have been moaning at Fabs because he was crying, I want to go to Barca. Then he was coming out saying, I don't want to leave. Those are the news reports. And then he could have came back. And then we ended up buying who our current manager is. Which was the problem. We should have bought Fabregas that. If that was the case, you should have bought Fabregas alongside Arteta. If that was the case. But no, Wenger didn't want to do that.
I mean,
you know what I mean? And then Santi in front.
It felt like a no-brainer to me to bring him back. I mean, he wanted to come back and stuff like that. It didn't work out from a boss.
We had first refusal.
Yeah, he wanted to come back as well.
A joke.
He wanted to, and people giving him a grief for going. He was like, "What do you want me to do? I wanted to come back, but Arsenal didn't want me back." And we could have Angel, Sanchez, Fabregas, Cazorla, all those guys and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Why is he a snake? It's, to me, it's still. I still need clarification on that. Why is Fabregas a snake? Because he went to Chelsea and won a league title, but they don't look at the fact that look, okay, that pissed me off. He wanted to leave. That's not exactly over the hook, yeah. But the fact that he made a mistake, wanted to come back, and basically screamed from the rooftop saying, "I want to come back home," right? Cool. Wenger, make it happen. Gazidis, make it happen. No, we don't need him. What do you mean we don't need him? He was the only thing we had left. Barring when Van Persie was always on a bloody injury table. Who was the one we always used to rely on? Fabregas. He's a midfielder. Do you know what I mean? And you didn't take him back. Why is he a snake? I still need to know.
Yeah, I remember him scoring.
Giroud made himself a snake. Sorry?
I remember him scoring a penalty for us when he had a broken leg. Fabregas.
Well then, that's what I call wearing your heart out on your sleeve. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he's more Arsenal than Ashley Cole. And Ashley Cole grew up in the youth system. How about that? That says a lot. He's more Arsenal than Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole cannot stand Arsenal no more. Because he blatantly said, at the FA Cup final, when Ashley Cole was on the panel, he blatantly said he wants Chelsea to win.
Yeah, he
said
was invited back, wasn't he? He was invited back for that Invincibles. I think it was like an anniversary dinner and stuff. And he was the one player who didn't turn up. He was like, I don't think there's any need for me to turn up. It's because of like obviously the bad feeling and stuff like that. He's just like, I'm not going, basically. You know, not because of that. He was just like, he knows how it obviously ended between him and Arsenal, and it wasn't good news. So he decided he considers himself a Chelsea man, really, basically, as you saw in the FA Cup final.
Well, I guess well, let's be honest, he is. I mean, that is what it is. And, the heart and the painful thing about that is when you literally come up for a youth system and win titles, and you basically said, "Okay, I'm done." One conversation for Jose, and let's be honest, he pretty much made his career even more superior at Chelsea than Arsenal, and that's the sad thing
Yeah,
because we looked like we was going down. Chelsea were only up, and our players started going and going and going. Do you know what? I feel a small part of me that Ashley Cole kind of knew this was going to happen as well.
yeah.
But we just called him Ashley Cole because it was the money that took him to Chelsea.
We
But
lost
I
him
think
for
Chelsea was showing more money. Sorry?
we lost him for £5,000 a week, and Wenger said to the board, you're going to lose Ashley Cole for £5,000 a week, and they went, yeah, because that's all they care about. I mean, £5,000 a week in terms of football, Premier League football, it's fucking nothing. It's peanuts.
I know.
Paying the fucking
It's a joke.
It's mental, mate. But what's your score prediction for the game tomorrow? What's your score prediction? I'm going to go for. I was going to say 5-0 Chelsea, but probably won't be that bad, or hopefully won't be that bad. I'm going to go for 4-1 Chelsea, but ultimately I can't see a win for Arsenal. Let's be real.
I'm going to say 4-0. I don't see us scoring at all. How? Unless we get a penalty.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Can't score to save our lives. Can't defend.
We can't do nothing. We can't do the basics.
So you're going for 4-0, yeah? Big up yourself, Arsenal vlogs. How you are, mate?
Going on Arsenal vlogs.
What's your starting lineup for what lineup for tomorrow?
What I want or what will happen? That's the question. I don't know, man. I mean,
great comment. Thanks, mate.
It's true, It's so bad. And then
the thing is,
Mikel talking about videos. Did you hear that?
It's been coming for years.
But this is the thing. Mikel Arteta said in his press conference that I can't understand it. You even sent them video footage to the FA. I'm like, you sent them video footage of him taking throw-ons. I think they can see that themselves. Stop it, man. It's embarrassing. This is how I know you're riding out for Bellerin. But yeah, let me just get back to the starting 11. Formation, it's going to be hard because Chelsea are pretty good when it comes to certain formations, and they can kind of flip. I'd probably it's hard. I don't know. Do you go 3 at the back? I mean, we can't play 4 because if we play 4, we're gonna get massified. But fuck it, I'll go Leno in goal. 3. We're gonna have to play 3 centre backs: Holding, Luiz, and Gabriel. Obviously, wing backs for me. Well, we're probably going to see Bellerin, but for me, it's going to have to be either Ainsley or Cedric, and Tierney in the middle. Elneny and Ceballos. I mean, there's not much we could do. No Kante. Xhaka, I don't want him anywhere near the squad. That's that. And the 3, Saka. I don't know. Is Aubameyang going to be fit? This is the issue as well. Oh God. Lacazette, if Aubameyang's not fit, and Pepe in it. That's it. That's all I can really pick. I mean, I want Gabriel Martinelli to start, but to be honest, because of what happened the other day, and I know apparently he's been in better, I'd rather him come on than start. Yeah. I'd rather that, because the second half, we're always awful in the second half. Oh, no, we try in the second half. Sorry?
You don't want another Thomas Partey situation, do you, where he starts and then gets injured again for another month? or so, just because we
Yeah.
rushed him back.
Or David Luiz situation. Oh, butt my head. Don't go back out there and play. Finish the game off.
Me, mate. I totally get the whole three centre backs. For me personally, I'm going to go for a 4-4-2. I like that formation. I think our players suit that a bit better. I didn't
in Europa they do.
Sorry?
In Europa they do, but in the Prem we haven't tried that. I've noticed. We haven't tried that.
I think.
Go on,
Sorry, I didn't realise Gabriel was available to be picked. I thought we had a 3-match ban, but I think someone said in the chat yesterday that I think 2 yellows is just a 1-match ban, so I think he is available to be picked, which is obviously good news. Yeah, so I'm going to go. Leno picks himself now. We've got rid of Martinez, unfortunately. Right back, going to go for. Do you know what? I really want Ainsley Maitland-Niles to nail down the right back spot, but I'm actually going to go for Cedric Suarez at right back, simply because I'm going to play in the midfield. So I'm going to go for him right back. I'm going to go for Tierney left back. Obviously, I'm not going to pick Kolasinac. I mean, fucking hell, no one. I don't know anyone who picks Kolasinac. I think
that's a good one. I like that.
I think it's even. I think it's even a crazy decision how Arteta can come out and say Saliba's not ready, but we'll play Kolasinac against Man City back. I mean, I don't get it. Anyway, but yeah, I'm going to play Suarez right back. Tierney left back. I'm going to go for Gabriel now. I know he's fit. Centre back with Pablo Mari. He's had 3 games now. He's had 2 Europa League games. He's had an under-23 games last Friday. If this guy's not fit, fuck him off and go and sell him, because he's been here a year now. In a week's time, he'd have been here a year. He signed in January last year and he's been fucking injured. All these players, I don't understand how many warm-up games they need. Fucking hell, 3 is more than enough. Get him back in the team.
Do you think that's down to Arteta though? I mean,
I don't know,
to be fair on Mari, I mean, Rob Holding's been getting more of the chance. I know he's not fit, but he's been inconsistent as hell. And I think he don't want to mess up the rhythm of the back 3 or 4 by keeping in Gabriel and Rob Holding. Obviously, with Luiz, it's easy to rotate, but because it's Luiz, isn't it? But with Holding and Gabriel, the mainstays, and with Marie, it's like, is he ready or is he not? I totally get where you're coming from, because how many games has Marie played since he's returned from injury in the first team? Forget 23s, because I only remember the Dundalk game away. That's it.
He played before that.
Did he play? What game was it again? Did he play Mulder?
Yeah, Mulder away.
He played the Mulder at home, didn't it?
Yeah, he played Mulder away, Dundalk away, and then he played in the under-23 last Friday. I mean, that's 3 games. Surely he's fit to play the game, So
is Chambers as well. I mean,
those
two are fit enough. They should be ready to come back in the Prem. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Yeah, completely agree, mate. No, exactly what I was going to say. Like, completely agree. It's now or never. I mean, Chambers has been at the club like 5 years now. You either play or you fuck off somewhere else. Go sell him to Fulham, then fine. If if he's not fit enough to play. But that's my back. Why are we not trying
him in midfield as well? Quickly, sorry. I mean, if he did a good job for Fulham, and I know they got relegated, but it's not just down to Callum Chambers or why they got relegated. Fulham bought a whole new team on most of them were on loan. Then they got themselves relegated. I'm sick and tired of hearing, Chambers did well in that team, but they still got relegated. I'm fucking sick and tired of hearing that.
Yeah, he
doesn't make the team.
He was player of the season.
Exactly.
Player of the year when he played centre mid.
Give him a go. I'll give him a go. He's better than Xhaka. But go on. Sorry.
I mean, I'll play me and you over Xhaka. So centre midfield. I'm going to go for Ainsley Maitland-Niles. If I'm going to play Suarez right back, I'm going to go for him there. I'd rather play him than Xhaka or El Neni, because I don't want either of them at the club. So I'd rather play Ainsley Maitland-Niles and see what he can do. And instead of Ceballos, I've given Ceballos chances, and you were right with what you said with him. He's called spinning top. He just goes around in circles and doesn't really do anything. He just twists round and round and round. And creates fuck all. So I'm going to go for Emil Smith-Rowe, because I think he deserves a chance. And I thought he actually looked quite lively when he came on against Man City the other day. So I'm going to go for them two. And then out wide, I'm going to go for Saka left. He has to play out wide for me. Further infield, he's wasted. You play him out wide. He gets good crosses in. He takes on fullbacks like he did for Aubameyang's goal against Southampton. Fucking brilliant play. If that had been I don't know, like a winger from Man United or Chelsea or Man City doing that, they'd have been fucking wanking over him.
Never hear the end of it as well.
Yeah, exactly. If he'd have been Brazilian or Spanish or French or something, he was brilliant. Right wing, kind of a toss up between Pepe and Willian. I guess you have to say Pepe, really, don't you? And then up front, I'm going on the fact that Aubameyang will be fit to play, so I'm going to play him. Well, cool. I don't know that. I'm guessing. I'm going to say
That's
him.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I picked Lacazette.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go with Balogun. Martinelli, I'm with you on Martinelli. I think that I would rather not risk him. Putting him straight back in the team. It did look bad at first. Like when he first went down and he had his shirt over his face like this, I was feeling the worst. I thought, oh, fuck, he's out for the rest of the season, But, if he is fit, if it's like, oh no, it was just a fucking freak, fucking one-day thing, fine. But I'm going to assume that it's not. So I'm going to play Balogun up front. I mean, I don't understand what Balogun's got to do to get a chance. And, the latest news is Liverpool sniff around him. And the last thing I want to do is see that guy walk out on a free to Liverpool and then start banging in goals. Can you imagine that?
If we do that again, we've done that with Van Persie. If we do it again, then it just shits over when they were like, oh, well, we're not going to sell to our rivals to strengthen them. You did it with Sanchez. Even though Sanchez was awful, I mean, you still sold to them. You still sold to Man United. Now we're going to sell to Liverpool if the rumours are to be true about Flo Balogun. I mean, the kid's got a bright future. Just get rid of Lacazette, get Eddie on loan or sell him. Then Balogun has an easy way into the team. Aubameyang, take him under your wing. That's all you have to do. It's as simple as that. You got to take a Saka under your wing, take Balogun under your wing. But have you noticed something? Yeah, quickly. Sorry, I'm rambling. But that's right. Balogun last season was screaming he wants more first team opportunities, and so be it, because in the under 23s he was a monster, right? His goal stats were ridiculous last season. He screamed that, and then they were like, I don't know if you're ready yet, right? Even though Eddie was on loan at the time, they didn't do it. They didn't pull the trigger and say, all right. And then he was screaming, oh, maybe I should leave. I don't know. And that's the thing. We can't have player power always messing us up, because I hate player power. But at the same time, I understand players that when they're not getting the opportunity, they might as well leave. So it's the club's fault. And a lot of us want to see more Balogun, because from when Balogun got his chances, I mean, he's been taking them. And he looked miles ahead of Eddie Nketiah already. And that says a lot. Because Eddie Nketiah is, for me, he's just a fox in the box. Balogun looks like he can hold up the ball, be a fox in the box, and actually, with pace, get round and beat the last defender. And has end product. I guarantee that shot that Eddie had on Everton, Balogun would have at least got it on target.
Yeah, I agree, mate. And Nketiah, like, he can't moan that he has had chances. He's had chance after chance after chance. He's not taking them. He's not scoring goals. And not just that, he doesn't look like he's going to score a goal. Balogun comes on, scores goals, or just hits wide, or looks like really threatening, just like Martinelli did when he came on. Like looks like a player who's going to actually create stuff or score, or if he doesn't score, like he looks close. He looks, he's going to. And Nketiah, I don't even know what he does. He just sort of stands up there, and I think you're right. He must be like a tapping merchant, because I don't see what else he does. And he's had so many chances. I don't get it, mate. But another decision our manager's making.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, like I said, with Eddie Nketiah, I like certain things about him, but he's not ready. And he might not be he might not be a good player for Arsenal. We don't know that. But the guy, like I said with Joe Willock, needs a loan move, because Joe Willock doesn't look great right now. I mean, he's got talents in there, but it's not unearthed. It's not, wipe the dust off the fucking stone under the ground and it's rare. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's too much dust still there. He needs to go to lower league team in the championship or lower side of the, well, funny enough, we're a lower side in the fucking Prem. But you get what I'm saying? He needs a loan move in the Prem, gets 30 games a season at least, and work on it. And if it doesn't work, if these clubs are willing to sell him, because we have no assets, let's be honest. Arsenal don't have any assets other than our youngsters right now, right? Because all the old players are pretty shit. Let's be honest. We'll probably get 5, 10, 15 mil for him at best, right? So do that. Sell him or loan him with a buying with a clause in there saying if you like him, buy him. If you don't, we'll take him back and then we'll see who else would want him. And then we'll probably give him one more chance. And then if it don't work out, sell him in January. That's what I would have done with Eddie Nketiah. Balogun you keep. 100%. How about Miguel? Hold on. What's that comment? How about Miguel Aziz? I'll play him over Xhaka and then he's a bias. That's a good choice. I like Miguel. I've seen a little bit of him for the under-23s. What about you, Ross? What do you think?
I've not seen him, mate, so I can't really pass judgment. I've not seen the guy play. I know there's a lot of people in the chat who've bigged him up and obviously, seen him play on YouTube or whatever. But for me, it's a bit like Emil Smith Rowe. Like, I don't see enough of him to sort of pass judgment whether we should keep him, sell him, load him out. But after seeing what he did against Man City, I would definitely put him ahead of Ceballos because Ceballos has done fuck all. Like you say, he just spins around in circles. But I can't comment on a guy that I haven't seen. But from what people tell me, he seems to look like he's got a lot of promise. But then again, are we really putting all our hopes on like a 19, 20-year-old from our youth team? It's, to compete against the best in the Premier League. I can't see it.
I agree with you, but also we have to look at the facts that we haven't got many good experienced players in the league to put a shoulder around these guys. This is the issue. We talk about Matteo Guendouzi, like there's talent there. He's still a young boy himself, but he needs someone around him. If Partey was next to him, he's 18, exactly. If Partey was next to Guendouzi, I guarantee you we'll probably see what Fellaini did to Guendouzi at Old Trafford when he dragged him by his hair. Partey don't look like he takes shit. Like I said, he got at El Neni in the Villa game for doing something wrong. Guendouzi will fight back, but to Thomas Partey in the statue, he won't. So going back to Miguel Aziz, he could just be the one to come off the bench and try to shore it up, man. Because he's got skills as well. He can play in multiple positions also. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But again, like you said, Ross, you ain't seen much of him. I haven't seen that much of him. I've only seen a few, like I said, clips on YouTube, even a few games when they're streaming the under-23s online. And I've seen him. He looks like a good player, but we need experience around these players. That's the only thing. If we buy right, then these guys can come into the team and play well. Just do not sell them. Trust me. There's a player in Miguel as well. He's really good. Trust me. Check him out. And then obviously we'll chat privately there. You can let me know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing I'm worried about with Arteta, that he's going to sell all our young talent off, like Guendouzi, Saliba, Angel Maitland-Niles, and then we're going to get a year down the line, and then the process isn't going to come, and we're going to sack the manager, and then we've actually sold Maitland-Niles, Saka, Martinelli, Saliba, Guendouzi. It's like then in 5 years' time could be part of a fucking great side. That's my main worry with Arteta. And trusting in him, but yeah. Fax Adebayo was part of the era where we sold any player worth any value and wasn't British or young. Did you say he was kicked out, Ryan?
Pretty much. He kind of pretty much was kicked out.
Caesar, big up yourself, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good Christmas. It starts from the top down. Years of mismanagement has led to this. It feels like a scene from The Matrix with Smith and Neo on a That's the sound of inevitability. Do you know what, right, mate? I completely agree with you. This has been coming for a long time. I mean, obviously, we didn't realize how bad it was going to be in terms of we're sat here thinking, fuck, are we going to get relegated? But you're absolutely right. This has been going for a long, long time. I mean, you can't keep getting freebies and fucking up transfer deals and making terrible fucking decisions. And it's always going to lead. I mean, where's it ever going to lead to? Like, not anywhere good, is it? Getting freebie players and stuff like that. But yeah, I hear you, mate. It's definitely been coming.
They're resting on just big up Mr. Arsenal podcast, man.
Yeah, big up yourself, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good Christmas. Yeah, go on, Ryan.
What I would say, we've been doing it for so long that it's like we've been putting plasters over so many cuts, and it's annoying. And the fact that we haven't learned from our mistakes in terms of taking freebies, it's like, what are you hoping for that? Is there signing on bonuses as well, which means more money that could have contributed to another player that we could have got that's actually good, up and coming. I don't mind getting up and coming people, right? Because at least they have potential, unless you do your scouting report properly. When you look at Alex Runnison, for example, scouting report properly, because he only can do one thing out of 5, and the rest of the 5 are important. But not to diss Alex Runnison, because it's not his fault. Going back to what I was just saying, there's no plan. There has not been a plan at Arsenal Football Club for several years. It's as simple as that. Look at Chelsea. The way they got so much good talent in their youth academy, they sell most of them on loan with a promise to buy. I can't remember the word, obligation to buy, sorry. And then, 8 out of 10, they sell them off, make some good profit, and then they put that back into the first team. Tottenham, same thing. They got decent youth talent, then they sold them off. Same thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we don't do that.
Income, isn't it? Like Chelsea do it every year. They've got players in their youth team that very rarely sort of make it, and the ones that don't are still very good players, and they sell them off for like 10-15 million pounds each. It's a valuable source of income for the club to reinvest in the team.
Look at Tariq Lamptey. He came from Chelsea, and look what he's doing at Brighton. And yet we won him. Look at that.
I'll take him in a heartbeat, mate.
It says a lot. I'll take him in a heartbeat, mate. It says a lot. And then you look at guys like, Reece James, who's come into Chelsea's first team, being on loan for a bit, and he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome. I mean, hell, I was saying to my cousin, he supports Chelsea. He was telling me, look out for this guy, look out for Gilmore, who I think is class. I think Gilmore is class. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's someone we could do with in our midfield. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, man. It is what it is. We need something like that that's like ready-made now. But, Arsenal I don't know. I just think it's down to the manager, man. We need a manager that's going to put his faith in the youngsters. They know that they're for tomorrow. Guys like Aubameyang, Lacazette, who else? Willian, Pepe, all these guys are for today, right now. You know what I'm saying? And utilize them, get rid of who you do not want to keep. It's not part of your plan. But the thing is, we need to understand what your plan is. Mix them up. I heard someone say on a YouTube program the other day that we need a manager that's got a mix of Graham and Wenger. But that's hard to find. I don't know a manager that's similar to that. That's very hard to find. Yeah, well, would he come?
Should be fucking mad to come, mate, at the moment, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll wrap this stream up in the next few minutes. But just gonna read out some of the more comments before we sign off. Maurice scored his return in the Europa League. Yeah, he did. I think that was against Mulder, wasn't it? Away again. Played against Dundalk, and then played in the under-23s last Friday, and we're still yet to see him back in the Premier League. I mean, again, I don't get it. If he's not fit to play in the Premier League, then what's the point of him? Fuck him off. How long do you wait? He's been
why did we sign him?
But hold on, sorry, missed this one. Balogun needs to get on the bench. We have 9 places now. Leave Kolasinac out, please, Arteta. I mean, this is it. I mean, if this guy can't even make the bench, then surely, I mean, why would you stay at Arsenal? Why would
He
you?
was on the bench the other day. He just never came on. He didn't get picked to come on. What game was it? Was it Everton or was it City? He definitely was on the bench for one of those games. He didn't come on though.
About 12 minutes or something like that, which is kind of pointless when the game's already been won.
Yeah, but Pepe didn't put him through. That pissed me off. But yeah.
If Williams bags a hat trick, if you go to bad, who's Williams?
You meant William? No.
Oh, Willian. Okay. Mate, if he scores a hat trick, I'll run around the Emirates naked. You heard it here first. It's not going to happen.
I still wouldn't forgive him for
that. We need a £50 million Awar, mate. Awar's not coming in January. I don't care what anyone says. He's not. He's not.
If it happens, okay, good. But we still need more. Sorry. Yeah. I don't care. We need more than that.
Runarsson was good at the other club. I don't even think he's actually first choice Icelandic keeper, is he?
No, I heard he was second choice at both clubs, but I don't know.
Who was
what I know is
the French club? Was it Rennes or
no? Dijon. Dijon.
Yeah. Surprised it's not Lille. We bought everyone. Oh.
Yeah, well.
Okay. We should sell Kolasinac, Mustafi, 50 million each. Mate, you're in dreamland if you think you're getting Kolasinac 15 million for Kolasinac and Mustafi, and I think both have only got 6 months left on contract. Mate, we can't even give them away. We can't. Kolasinac we couldn't give away to Schalke, and Mustafi's out of contract at the end of the season. Barcelona even come out and said, "You're fucking jokers. We don't want him on a free. Can't even give him away on a free." Sell Xhaka. Who would take Xhaka? Fucking God knows. And put in 10 mil. Get Aouar and Eriksen. I think Aouar.
I think Conte wanted him.
Sorry?
I think Conte wanted Xhaka for some weird reason.
He can have him, mate. I'll fucking personally drive him there if he wants him. I think Eriksen for 12 million surely that's got to be a fucking no-brainer. I don't care what anyone says.
Look at that. Yeah?
Sorry?
I think if we buy him, but we've definitely got to get someone else as well. I'm sorry, I don't want to just spend the window on just getting Eriksen and that's it. I want to get the guy from Redmond Norwich as well.
Totally agree. It's got to be 2 or 3 players. 2 or 3 players, but like Eriksen for 12 million, come on, that's a fucking no-brainer. If he wants to come, exactly. Yeah. Even if it didn't work out, you'd get 12 million for him when you sold him a year later, you know. But
do you think we should have an option to buy it? Just load him and have an option to buy it. Do you think we should get a loan an option to buy it? And they give him Eriksen, yeah. Just see how it works first.
I mean, I've heard
you should put the money in and then it works. Fucking like William.
I've heard a swap like Xhaka for Eriksen, mate. If that's fucking true,
hell, I'll do that.
Please tell me they're going to do that. Please tell me they're going to do that. But you know, we did in the States, but probably not. Fucking hell, when we could have got 25 million for him from was it Mönchengladbach or Hertha Berlin or someone like
Hertha Berlin. Yeah,
Hertha Berlin. Yeah. But guys, if you're new, please do this. Helps me build my channel. Ryan, thanks again for coming on me. I really appreciate it, especially at the last minute. Please tell the guys where they can find you and subscribe to your channel.
My YouTube channel is there, Ryan Williams AFC, guys. I will be doing my Arsenal versus Chelsea preview and review tomorrow, so make sure you look out for that. And my Twitter handle is there at RJ Wills. Very controversial, and I will chat to you guys. I'm not one of them YouTubers that just blank you the way. But yeah, it's there. Hit me up.
Yeah, cool, man. Go subscribe to Ryan's channel right now if you haven't already. Me, him, and Albert JTV, we're going to do lots of streams together and stuff like that. So make sure you subscribe to that. Have a great Christmas, guys, if you haven't already. Ryan, again, thanks again, mate. Really appreciate it, man. And till the next time, guys, we'll be back after hopefully not an annihilation by Chelsea. Until then, take care, man. See you tomorrow.